Hi everyone, this is Kathy from Vintage Paint and More, Chalking with Kathy, and I'm here to start the week-long series of Love is in the Air, where we're going to be making some Valentine decor. I know for some it may be a little bit early yet for us to start thinking about Valentine Day, but I fill my Etsy shop up with Valentines, and so I wanted to start early to get them done. Otherwise, there's no sense in doing them. Anyway, today we're going to be using a board that my husband cut. It's a 4x1, 1x4 by 12 inches long. He cut it. And we're going to be using the Transfer Love. I think this transfer is sold out, but for an easy one tonight, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that you can do. Come in, say hi. Love to hear from you, where you're from, what you've been up to. If it's too early for you to even think about Valentine's Day, honestly, my Christmas tree's still up, if I were to be truthful here. Did get the lights down outside this afternoon, but you know, that's a small task in itself, I say. Anyway, I'm going to start. You just take your transfer, put it on your board. This is just painted with black chalkboard paint, and you can wax it before you start. I didn't do this one. We see how it goes, but I hope it works out just fine. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some red chalk paste and just do this little heart here in red. I'm going to do a little bit of this tail so that it doesn't look like it's kind of like just hanging off the end there. Put it on, squeegee it off, and that part's done. And now I'm going to take the white, and with your chalk paste, just stir it up real good. This is a universal tool, very good for stirring up your chalk paste and putting it on here. And it also can be used in these fine little places here where little areas that it's hard to get to sometimes. Now just squeegee this on. All over. Wipe the excess off in the jar and then come across. Squeegee it off. The excess goes back in the jar. You save it for another day, another project. There's no waste with this product. The transfers you can use over and over again, as many times as you'd like. The company says that 8 to 12 times is usually normal for it, but I have used some of mine even more than that, and I know other designers say they have done theirs too. Peel it off by pulling a corner up and then going to the center and pulling it across, and you have a perfect little love. Isn't that cool? Every time I pull these off, I'm like, wow, look how perfect that is. Now I'm going to use this heat set gun to dry it real quick. The paste dries very quickly, but I want to add some ribbon and stuff, and I don't want to get my fingers into it, so I'm going to seal these jars up so that the paste doesn't dry out on me. Would you seal your jars back up if you just spritz it with a little water? It'll keep it moist and keep it from drying out. Okay, now for this board, I really wanted to add a little bit more to it. That's why I put the love off to the side. And this year, I'm really into black and white. As you can see, it's probably all over the stores right now. I haven't been to too many, but I've been nursing a very bad cold. Sometimes I almost want to call it bronchitis, but it has been tough. That's why my Christmas tree is still up. So anyway, I'm going to use this black and white check wired ribbon that I picked up for Christmas. This is actually what's on our Christmas tree this year, but there's 50 yards on this roll. So it's kind of cool. I use it on everything and I love it. So I'm going to take this Make sure I got enough to do what I want. And these scissors don't want to cut tonight. Should have got my other ones out. Basically what I'm going to do is just kind of tie it right here for right now. And I think I'm going to tie it in a knot because I want to add some more to it. But even at that, the black and white looks pretty cool with this board. I'm going to be doing my mantle this week if I get all my Christmas picked up. And I'm going to be using lots of black and white in it. So if you're watching, say hi. Love to hear from you. Give us some hearts. And share it with your friends. The more people that see it, the more it gets passed around. All right, this is a pretty long piece here. So I want to use this with it. I pick up ribbon all year long when I'm out and about, as most crafters do. Right now I have quite a few pieces to choose from, but I really like this heart. I'm going to show you how to make a really easy bow that I learned how to do at Christmas time, and it was like, wow. Could it get any easier? Just make the cancer loop. See the, and you can make it as maybe just a little bit bigger. Okay, make the cancer loop. Find the middle of it, bring it down where your crossover is right there. And then you can just pinch it. See that? Now how simple was that? Whoops, wait a minute, I forgot to tie this. Well, I couldn't have got a better pair of scissors tonight, could I? All right, I'm going to tie this around the loop I've already made there. Try it again. So you make a cancer bow loop. And find the center of it and bring it down. That one might be a little bit too big, so let's go just a little bit smaller. And this is how I figure out if it's going to look good or not. Okay, we'll try that, and if I don't like it, we'll just forget it. Pinch them together. What did I do here? There we go. Must have twisted it somehow. Okay. And then you just tie it with your piece that you have there already. Sometimes I think I need 15 fingers to do these. And it's just a little bit bigger than I wanted, actually. So there we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Then you can tie this in a bow. But I got a couple of little hearts here I want to add. Do I want the big ones or the little ones? I think the little ones will look better. So, could I get it just a little more difficult to do here? I'm going to take some baker's twine and cut it. Thread it through the little hearts. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I still have such a cold. It was so nice here today. I know a lot of places you're in the throes of winter, but for us right now, it's still nice and warm. It was in the low 60s today. The sun was shining. Sky was clear. It was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. And we took down the Christmas lights and we just spent the day outside. It was so nice, so pretty. Had my coffee out there. Neighbors came over. We spent the afternoon just chatting, which is fun to do. All right, now I'm going to tie this here. I'm going to pull this up, see how far I want it to hang. Let's tie this bow here. Sometimes the bows take longer than the chalk paste does. If you're interested in Chalk Couture and doing some projects yourself, my shop is www.chalkcouture.com/vintage paint and more. Now let's get a different pair of scissors real quick. Here we go. Let me cut this off. I think those are worse. I seem to have lost my good scissors. I don't know where they're at. Trying to figure out how I want to do these hearts. Okay, then you just cut your ribbons, tails, a slant, or however you like your tails. I'm going to have to look up my good scissors. This is not. And there we go. Got a nice little sign for Valentine's Day. You could set up like that, or you could put a hanger on the back of it and hang it. Very fast, very quick, very simple, very little effort to make one of these. Like I said, it's a 1x4 that's cut 12 inches, painted with black chalkboard paint, and I spray paint them with the Rust-Oleum black chalkboard paint. And then I just used the Love Transfer with white and red chalk paste. Then I added ribbon in 3 colors and a little bit of baker's twine with a couple of little sparkly hearts that I had here, and I punched a couple of holes in them so that they could fit on here. And you've got a cute little Valentine's excuse me, piece of decor that you can put on your mantle, on a table, on a shelf, or you can actually hang it on your wall, however you'd like to do it. So this is day 1 of the Love is in the Air that I'm doing this week. I'll be coming on, doing Facebook Lives every day. Be sure and join me. I can't tell you what time because my life is very hectic and I never know what's going to be going on that day. I'm going to try to come on around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully that works for everybody. If you're catching it on replay, please put hashtag replay down there so that I know that you are watching it. And I'd love hearts, love shares from you, because the more you share it, the more it gets passed around and people get to see it. Chalk Couture is a wonderful product to work with, to play with. If I don't like this, I can wash it off and start all over again. And it's easy enough to work with that. I have totally gone to it. It's just something that I'm having so much fun with because there's so many things that you can do with it. Now today, excuse me, on Vintage Paint and More, I did put up a multiple choice post that I show 4 different transfers that I'm going to be working with this week. Which one is the one that you'd like to see me do? I sort of procrastinated this year and didn't get a lot of Valentine or get Valentine transfers. I think between the wedding and the holidays and everything, I just wasn't thinking about Valentine's Day. And now that it's here upon us, I don't really have any Valentine transfers to work with, and they're sold out. However, with these transfers, we're lucky that they can be used in so many different ways, and I mean so many different ways. So I've come up with some ideas with regular, everyday transfers, or with transfers that you would never think of to use for Valentine's Day. And I've got 4 of them up there for you to choose from. Choose one and let's see what we can come up with. You might be surprised at how cute they turn out. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to get off. Remember that if you love these products and would like to try them, message me. I can get you in contact with my shop, or you can just go to my shop, www.chalkcouture.com/vintage paint and more. Also, we have a special right now, You Are Enough. I'm sorry, I couldn't even think of it for some reason. The Simply Said special bundle that's on sale just for customers. I can't even get a hold of it myself. And it has the hexagonal board. I'll be showing that to you sometime this week too. But it's special just for customers. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for tonight. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.